All right, welcome. Thanks for being here. My name is Matthew, and in this class, I'm going to take you through a sequence of poses that is mainly aimed at yoga teachers or longtime yoga students. The reason that I'm saying that is because I'm not going to give a whole lot of detail or instruction around how to do what we're doing. I'm just going to assume that you already know how to do what we're doing. Another reason is that after just a couple settling poses, it's going to get strong very quickly. So right off the get, we're going to start with some pretty strong work, okay? Make sure you have a wall space open for yourself for some inverted poses. And let's start in down dog when you're ready. All right, down dog. Quite a few deep breaths. The poses that I'm going to have you do are can mainly be thrown into inverted poses, standing poses, balancing poses. All right, so some stronger work or poses that actually ask you to kind of pull in towards the center fairly strongly. Let's take one more inhale here. Walk your hands towards your feet as you exhale. So standing forward bend at the back edge of your mat. So feet still hip width apart, just fold forward. Firm up your legs. Pull your inner thighs up, front of thighs up, even backs of thighs up. As you release your side waist and torso down. Lift halfway up with your next inhale. Down dog, exhale. Readjust your stance, your feet. Push forward through your hands and lengthen your arms. Child's pose. Bring your knees down, big toes together, and lower your hips down, head down. Relax. All right, sit up, and then set up over at the wall for handstand. So first round of an inverted pose, or arguably down dog was your first round. But set up for down dog with your hands about a hand's length away from the wall. Come into down dog, and then when you're ready for it, walk yourself in and then kick up into handstand. So do use the wall. Having your feet against the wall, it's a slightly different quality than if you were to balance the entire time. So use that little bit of extra support in the pose so you can relax a touch more in the pose. So you can alternate your gazing points from across the room for a couple breaths to in between your hands for a couple breaths. So whatever works best on your neck, obviously. If you need to come down to a standing forward bend. All right, if you're still up, come down. Do a standing forward bend with your feet hip width apart. Release your neck, or back of neck. And then we'll go ahead and set up for one more round of handstand. So set it up, go up when you're ready, kick up with the other leg. So second side. Use the wall though. One of the beauties of doing the inverted poses, handstand, forearm stand, headstand, shoulder stand. So you're working very strongly against gravity. Obviously you are in a lot of the other poses, but here you're literally trying to hoist your whole body up away from the floor. Standing forward bend, feet hip width apart, relax. All right, next one will be forearm stand. And use whatever props you might need to use for your forearm stand. I'll typically put a block or blocks in between my hands, or there's many other ways, obviously, but set up. Let's use the wall for the forearm stand as well. So put your elbows down, forearms down, come into your dolphin pose, and then go up when you're ready. Use the wall. So feet against the wall. Dig the inner hands down. Take a few breaths gazing in between your arms. Take a few breaths gazing across the room. Come down into child's pose. Personally, I like sitting back on my heels sometimes. But take a few breaths regardless of where you're at. Okay, one more round of those, or of that. The Pincha Mayurasana, the forearm position. Go ahead and set up, come into dolphin, and then go up whenever you're ready. Alternate legs for the kick up, that is. Come down and rest. All right. If you went to the wall, let's come away from the wall. Set up your mat again for some standing poses. We'll do these standing poses from the center of the mat. So not a flow class format. We'll do them just from the center of the mat. So set yourself up. If you use bricks, let's go ahead and put the bricks in place, one on each side. And stand in the center of your mat. First pose, triangle pose to the right. Exhale into it. Quite a few breaths here. Just focus on grounding down through your feet, stretch down through your legs. Or actually firm up through your leg. That's another way of saying it. One more. Inhale, stand up. Parallel your feet, and then exhale, other side. So second side, Trikonasana. Imprint your mat a little bit more with both your feet. So dig a little bit deeper through your mat. Firm the muscles of your legs up as you stretch out through your feet. All right, now stand up on this in-breath, parallel your feet. Step or jump your feet into mountain pose on your out-breath. Ground your feet, take a deep breath here. Exhale. Let's take a wide stance again, set up triangle pose again to the right. And then as you exhale, triangle, Trikonasana. Take a breath or two here, just get settled in your legs and your hips. All right, now Ardha Chandrasana, shorten your stance. Lift your back leg and balance. Stretch your top arm up. So half moon pose, Ardha, half Chandra moon. Firm the muscles of your legs up and stretch through your feet. Just one more in-breath. Go back to triangle on your out-breath. Triangle on your in-breath. Triangle on your out-breath. All right, stand all the way up, parallel your feet. Grab your hips and take a breath. Side B. Set up triangle. Lift your chest for the inhale, and then triangle, Trikonasana, exhale. Just take one settling breath here. All right. Shorten your stance. Ardha Chandrasana, inhale into it. Take your top arm up. Firm the muscles of your legs up as you push down through your heels and the balls of your toes. Push down through your left hand. Spin your chest up. One more in-breath. Triangle, Trikonasana on your out-breath. Triangle, inhale. Triangle, exhale. Then stand up. Parallel your feet, step or jump your feet into the center of your mat for mountain pose. Take a breath here. Padangusthasana, separate your feet till they're about hip width apart. Exhale into it, fold forward and scoop up your big toes with the first two fingers. Lift halfway up as you inhale. And then fold forward. About 5 breaths here. Pull the muscles of your legs up. Stretch down through your heels. Release the back of your neck. Even keep your abdomen somewhat drawing back. Let it suck back. But release the back of your neck. Okay, lift part way, inhale. Grab your hips and then stand all the way up, exhale. Legs together again, mountain pose. And then pull your right knee in towards your chest. Uttita Hasta Padangusthasana. Grab your right big toe. Extend your right leg out. So grab onto your left hip. We'll do the 2 different variations. So first leg forward and then then leg out to the side. We'll hold for quite a few breaths here and stand as tall as you can comfortably stand. Or steadily stand, really. Next out breath, open your hips. So take your right leg out to the right. Bring your leg back through center. Release, but keep your leg about hip height. And grab your hips. Let's take another in-breath here. And then mountain pose. Bring both feet down. Just take a breath or two here. It's a somewhat relaxing mountain pose. All right. And if you're ready for the second side, step your legs together, pull your left knee in, and then grab onto your left big toe. Extend your leg out on an exhale, right hand to hip. Stand tall. So once you find your footing and your standing foot, from the pelvic floor, from underneath everything, just get a little bit lighter, get a little bit taller. Open your leg out to the side as you exhale. It's all too easy to just go with gravity. We're pulling ourselves up away from gravity now, or pushing. Depends how you look at it. Come back through center. Keep the leg up, grab your hips, point your foot, take an in-breath. Release it on the out breath. Relax for a breath or two. All right, and then take a very wide stance on your mat for Prasarita Padottanasana, so the wide-legged straddle fold. Fold forward, bring your hands to the floor with an out breath. Lift and lengthen. So lengthen your spine and then exhale, fold all the way forward. Bring your head in between your feet and your hands in between your feet. It's just a generalized direction to move. So if your head doesn't actually reach in between your feet, I'm pretty certain you can live a happy, healthy life. Lift part way. Jump your feet into the center of your mat, about feet hip width. Bend your knees and then stand all of the way up. Yeah, try not to fall over from being lightheaded. And then from here, lie down on your back. Oh, you're welcome. Find a resting position just for a few breaths. And I'm just going to add a little commentary in this brief pausing moment. In some of these stronger forms or more demanding forms of yoga, vinyasa yoga being one of them, or just some form like that, flow yoga, sometimes there's just not many pauses for you just to feel anything. Everything's so squeezed together, flowed, strewn together that there really isn't many moments of pause. It's all just kind of one long, endless thing, which is great, but it's pretty nice to have a relaxing moment when you can take it. All right, bring your legs together. It was short-lived. Pull your right knee in towards your chest and grab your right knee. And then just like you did in Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana, Supta Padangusthasana, grab your right big toe, extend your right leg up. Now on your exhale, open your right leg out to the side. Maybe turn and gaze to the left. Maybe not. I like the added cervical or neck stretch that you get when you turn your neck or when you rotate your head here. All right, bring your leg up to vertical. Bend your left knee, place your left foot on the floor. Now I'm going to instruct the modification of this position, but if you know the classic form, feel free to do the classic form. Bend your right knee out to the right. Cross your right foot towards your left shoulder, lift your head and upper back off the floor. Your left arm, go ahead and hook your right ankle and maybe take your right arm behind your head as you extend your left leg out. Now, if you can do it without the left arm in there, that's fine as well. But as well, the right arm does not need to go behind the head. But if you can get it there, it's pretty relaxing, because then you have a pillow. But that seems to be a little too far for me today. Now, still holding the right foot, extend your right leg up. Bring your chin to your shin and extend both legs out if they're not. Lower your head and upper back down and release your right leg all the way down. Relax for a breath or two. All right, and then we'll do the second side. So pull your left knee in. Grab onto your left big toe, extend your left leg up. Side B. And then open your left leg out to the side, maybe turn your head to the right, gaze to the right. All right, then bring your leg up to vertical. Bend your right knee, place your foot on the floor, and then bend your left knee and externally rotate your hip. Bring your left foot in the direction of your right shoulder, lift your head and upper back, and then baby cradle the left ankle. Place your left arm behind your head if you can, and then maybe extend your right leg out. If you need a visual of the modification, just look up at your screen. I don't have my left arm behind my head, as that's just a little too demanding on my body today. Let's do one more round of breath. And then still holding the left foot, extend your left leg up, chin to shin. And then release, head and upper back down, left leg down, relax. Okay, go ahead and sit up. Now, a couple different things. Now, a couple different things that we can do here, and I'll throw them out. I'll throw out about 3 different options that I feel make a lot of sense. All right. All right, now a few different things we can do here. One would be a supported variation of Setu Bandhasana, so some sort of bridge pose variation. There's so many different ways that you can set up a supported bridge. Choose your best one or choose your favorite one. Another one would be do shoulder stand. Shoulder stand could be a great alternative. Any variation of it. Viparita Karani, hips up on a block or hips up on a chair, could totally be a great variation on that. Or legs up the wall, that could be another alternative there. So you have your alternatives. Let's go ahead and find one and set one up. Now, if you have more time to stay in the pose, please stay for another few minutes if you can manage. For the sake of timing, though, I'm going to come out and finish up the class. So come out, rest in child's pose. Not child's pose, sorry, Shavasana. Rest in Shavasana.